Welcome to Does Disney World Transportation have car seats? So the short answer is no, Disney does not offer car seats on their transportation because they are all forms of mass transportation, which don't require car seats. If you want to take your own around, you totally can. Disney just doesn't have them on hand for you to use if you want one. The only transportation option that does have this is the minivan service, which is Lyft, the car service. It is a Disney cast member that drives you. Those will include 2 booster seats at no extra cost. Unless you're using an accessible minivan, then those will only have 1. But a little more background. So Disney's transportation, it's buses, boats, monorails, Skyliner. These are all like mass transportation systems. And so they just don't require car seats or booster seats. So people just don't use them and Disney doesn't offer them. But again, if you have your own, you can feel free to bring it. So again, here I go into the details about the minivan service that I pretty much explained above. I do have a blog post here of everything about using Lyft and the minivans if that's something that you're going to do on your trip. And then other rideshare services, so you can't just take like a regular Uber or Lyft. You can choose options that will have a car seat, but if you need more than one, then you would have to split up and take multiple rides, and it's not always guaranteed. So I wouldn't rely on needing one or rely on transportations that it's not guaranteed just because you never know. Rental cars, again, you can always like request a car seat or booster seat for your reservation. But if you've ever rented a rental car, you know that like half the time you get there and they're always like, well, we don't have that kind of car available, but here's some other options. Like, so they can never guarantee anything. Even everything is just considered a request, really. So you never can guarantee 100% that it's going to be available. So I also wouldn't rely on that. If you're going to get a rental car, I would bring your own just in case. And then hired shuttles. So a lot of like the shuttle companies where it's like they're taking you in like a van, they usually will have like 1 to 2 car seats or booster seats. But again, none of it is ever guaranteed. It all depends on what is available at the time that they end up showing up for you. So I would not 100% rely on the types of transportation that will legally require it. I would make sure that I had my own rather than relying on a rental. And just some other booster seat and car seat questions in general. So if you're flying, you don't have to have one, but you can definitely have one if you want. That would be the best option if you're going to like rent a car when you get there, is to bring your own car seat or booster seat with you so that you don't have to worry about if the rental car company will have one or not. Airport transfers. It depends on the type of vehicle that they're driving you in. If you're on a charter bus, then you wouldn't need one. But if it's like a regular like van, like a 12-passenger van, then you would. So you just have to keep that in mind with what you're booking. And then again, when you're taking any of Disney's transportation things, the bus, boat, monorail, Skyliner, you do not need a booster seat. You do not need a car seat. They don't require it. They don't ask. No one really brings them. I do have a blog post about the best airport transportation options that can provide a car seat, and some options included here too are where you will not need one, like for example the charter buses. Those, that way you can get around the system of not having to rely on someone to provide it or having to bring your own. Just take transportation options where you don't need it, and then you don't have to worry about it or carry it around. And that is all I have for car seats and booster seats when using Disney's transportation.